All right, welcome back, friends. We are going to do our transfer card, play the blends game, and then our final activity will be reading a decodable on Class Kick. So I'm excited to do these activities with you. I'm going to get my screen shared so that we can enjoy this extended transfer time together. All right. Here you should see my screen to do our transfer card. And using this transfer card, first we'll read it and then we'll play the blends game. So what's really nice is that you'll be able to play on your screen. It might pause you, but you can always just hit play again. We are only going to be reading, though, the part of the transfer card that we have done so far. And that is not all of it. We have not learned all of these. So I'm crossing the unk, ink, onk families out, ang, ong, ung, ing, and the ill. We will get to all of those in the upcoming weeks. All right, I'm going to start right up here at the top with the ALL, and that sounds like all. And then moving over to the ELL, L, L, OLL, ol, and ULL, ol. All right, let's read these words. Ready? All, ball, bell, bell, troll, and bull, bull. At the bottom, we have 3 sentences. I really want to just focus on that first sentence at the top, please. All right, ready? The tall troll fell in the well. All right, we have up here some sounds, some words. I am going to say some sounds, and you are going to find the word that matches the sounds that I'm saying. Point to it, and I will say the word so that you can check if you were correct or not. B, e, o, b, e, o. Bell. Did you get it? Let's try another one. Oh, oh, oh. Did you get this top? All. Let's try another one. All. Did you get the OLL? All. B, all. B, all. Bull. Bull. What about b, all? B, all. Did you point to ball? Good. Tr, oh, tr, oh. Troll. Great job. All right, check your entire transfer card for this one. W, eh, oh. W, eh, oh. Yes, way down at the bottom of the sentence. Well. T, ah, oh. T, ah, oh. Yep, down in the sentence again. Tall. Oh, oh. Mouth is making that nice O shape. Oh. So up at the top, just the OLL combination. Eh, oh. Eh, oh. Yep, down at the bottom of the sentence. Fell. Oh, 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 oh. My mouth is nice and straight. Oh, oh. The ULL combination. B, oh, b, oh. Bull again. eh, ooh, b, eh, ooh. Bell, good. B, ah, ooh, b, ah, ooh. Ball. Great work, friends. All right, so that's our transfer card. And if you wanted to keep playing that, you can go back through the video, listen to that part again. I want to jump on over to our decodable. Oh, goodness. I got to get rid of all of this writing on the screen. So sorry. There we go. And you don't have to pull this up on your screen because you see it here. So go ahead and read the title out loud for me first, and then I'll read it to you so that you can check where you're at. I picked this title specifically today. It does not have those special vowel combinations. But one thing that it does have is it has a lot of words with the letter J in it. And the letter J is very, very difficult for a lot of my friends because a lot of my friends this year, we speak Spanish, which is fantastic. But J in Spanish says something very, very different. It makes the sound like the letter H in English does. J in English is much more sharp. It's much more firm. J, 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 j. Okay, it's got a really hard sound to it. So I really want to practice those J sounds because they're difficult. We need extra practice with them to get our mouth used to making that J, J, J sound in English books. The other reason why I chose this book was because all of our vowels are our normal short vowel sounds. And when we learn the special vowel combinations, we tend to forget our short vowel sounds. Those we just kind of misplace them in our brain. And so I want to make sure that we come back and review them so that when we see a normal short vowel sound with that's not followed by the ALL, we remember what it sounds like. So let's practice those very quickly with the motions. The letter is A. A says ah, ah, ah. Remember, that's different from our ALL combination, which says all, more of the O sound. The letter is I. I says I, I, I. The letter is O. O says ah, ah, ah. So different from our special vowel combination where it says ol, ol. It's got that nice big O. The letter is E. E says eh, eh, eh. And the letter is U. U says uh, uh, uh. All right, good to review, good for us to go back and practice. As we read this story today, we're going to take turns. I'm going to ask you to read it first, and then I will read it second so that you can check yourself. How am I doing? Am I getting the sounds right? Luckily, with your iPad, you can completely turn it upside down. So that's going to help you on our upside down pages. All right, take a moment and read this first page to me out loud. A jig, a jag, and a jog. The dog jumped over a log. Turn your iPad on around and read to me this second page, please. A jig, a jag, and a jog. The dog jumped in a bog. I know we've talked about a log before. We've talked about it being like a tree trunk. Can you figure out what a bog is, though? Looking at that illustration, seeing what the dog jumped into. What is a bog? Yeah, it definitely looks like it has to do with water. I see a lot of plant life there in the bog. Doesn't look like he's up very high, so it looks like it's low on the ground and it's a very watery area with plant life. Right. Take on this page for me. Okay, they switched it up on us. Are you paying attention to those vowel sounds? I know they're all J at the start and G at the end, but look at those vowels in the middle. A jog, a jig, and a jag. Jim jumped over a nag. In this case, what is he jumping over? Yeah, I've never heard of a horse referred to as a nag before, so that's a new one for me. I'll have to look that up. That's interesting. All right, turn this on over and read the next page. A jig, a jag, and a jog. Jim had jam with the dog. Well, that's awfully sweet. Okay, pay special attention to those vowel sounds as you read this page. They change it up on you. A jig, a job, and a jig. A rat had jam with a pig. Oh my, they're a mess. A jig, a jag, and a jot. Jim put jam in a pot. The dog and the pig jumped in the jam pot. The rat jumped in the jam pot. They're swimming in jam. Ugh, I don't think I'd like that. A jig, a jag, and a jot. Get out of the pot, said Jim. All right, you guys did a nice job. We are ending there today. I am really proud of you for working on these difficult sounds. Special vowel combinations are really, really tricky, but they help us unlock a lot of new words. If you're like Mrs. Noble, I really need to see your mouth to be able to figure out that OLL versus the ULL. Please don't worry. Tomorrow we are going to go over it and we are going to keep going over these for a while because they are tricky, tricky sounds. Thank you again for practicing your j, that really hard J sound with me, and for getting a quick refresher on our regular short vowel sounds. That way we don't lose those as we're unlocking new vowel sounds that we can have depending on what consonants are around. Okay, have a great rest of your e-learning day. Make sure you stay on task and get your work done.